Oh,
And welcome. I had the pleasure of seeing y'all out at an event, and I happened to cop this amazing "All of Us versus Racism" sweatshirt
hmm
here. That is y'all's amazing work, but I want to hear about the beginning. Tell us a bit about what started Blackout Accessories and what got you guys to saying we can do this together as a mother-daughter team.
I'll go first. First of all, I just need to say thank you so much for having us on this show. And we want to present you something really quick before we start. We have some of our customized products for you and what
Wow.
we're wearing today. So, just to say thank you for all that you do for the community.
Oh my
It's our Support Black Education,
Yes,
which
this is
is,
amazing.
yes,
And I
it's
love green.
yay,
Thank
yeah. So hopefully,
you.
and then there's also some earrings in there as well.
Ooh,
And
look, they came with it, y'all.
yes,
They
we
came
want
with
to
it.
bless you. We know that you have
Oh,
locks, so we have some earrings in there just for
thank
celebrating your
you.
hair and all thing blackness.
I love it. Thank y'all so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
This for me. This is these are things I would buy from
Mm.
y'all. So
Oh
I just
wow!
appreciate this because y'all
Thank
understand
you,
the aesthetic,
thank
right?
you, thank
Thank
you,
y'all. And
thank
thank you for
you,
being in existence.
thank you
This
so much.
platform is really here to uplift stories like yours. So
Mhm.
I'm so glad y'all could be here today.
Thank you.
Tell us the
So
beginning.
yeah, so interesting. We started September 2020 in the pandemic. I will first of all have to give all praises and appreciation to her dad, my husband, who really was the spearhead to say, hey, you know what? We have this time. You've always wanted to do a business. I'll give you the seed money to just sort of start this thing. Let's do it. And I was like, I cannot do this without bringing my daughter along on the journey. And I asked her, like, hey, this would be a really great mother and daughter business. And here is the interesting thing. We started with just accessories, right? Like we just wanted to do these beautiful Black expression sayings. And then we just wanted to do like our tote bags. But uh, what happened with the unfortunate situation of our George Floyd, when that happened, our business pivoted. Like, right, all of us versus racism, which is the hoodie you have on. We had to really make a pivot. There was no way that I could not add a social justice component to our merchandise. So that's kind of a little bit why you see a myriad of things on our website, is because we got inspired. I'm like, we got to do something to pay homage to that devastation that happened to that brother, but also continue to bring awareness to the racism in our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And we have a lot of experience sort of being together anyways. We've always had a tight relationship just as a mother and daughter. So going into business together, it wasn't like something that was like, oh God, this is weird. But it's something that just felt natural, just having a family-led run business.
Well, I'll tell you this: it's totally inspiring to me. I agree. I think we definitely need these messages out there. And
Mhm.
I'm someone who, my audience and folks have heard me say it all the time that I love wearing myself in
Mhm.
my clothing, right? So when
Mm.
I show up, this represents what I'm all about anyway,
Mhm.
right? There
Mhm.
is a collective nature that we have to take against racism and oppression. It isn't just the work for those who are oppressed.
Right.
It isn't just the work for those who have been historically marginalized, as they
Mhm.
love to say,
Yes.
right? It's really the work of us all. And so this spoke volumes to me. I also love mustard color. So, it really worked for me. Oh, we're gonna break real quick and fix some technical issues, y'all. We'll be right back.
Pacific Northwest Ballet unveils Giselle, ballet's classic tale of romance, betrayal, and immortal love. The New York Times calls it a triumph, comparable to an epic film. This stunning production is touched by magic. Order tickets now at pnb.org.
Shout out to our director, Cuddy Curtis Delgado, always making sure that our tech is right. We want to make sure we hear everybody in this interview. But as I was saying, it's so important for these messages to be alive and well. Tell us a bit, because there's a lot of different companies.
Mm-hmm.
How do you all stay connected to the community and make sure that folks know about your business? What is some of the strategies you use to market Blackout Accessories?
Yeah, we started off by just having a social media platform because we figured everyone has social media. So that's a good way to stay in contact. But we also realized that that wasn't enough. You know, you have to find a way to keep the engagements up, or like find ways to reach out to new people. And so we just sort of brainstormed, like, how do we reach out to new people? And something that we started doing was attending a lot of vendor events. And so those are super popular, especially in the summer, because I feel like Seattle just comes alive in the summer. People just come out of their houses and underground. But yeah, so we just go to different vending events and just are networking with the other vendors that are there as well, just because we know that not only is it important to support our business, but also all the other small businesses that just have so much talent and deserve so much recognition. So just creating engagement around that way has been super, super helpful for our audience.
Yeah. And it's one of the things that I think I love seeing, because as somebody who's helped to plan those events, our whole goal with so many of the, especially Black marketplaces where we just have a ton of vendors coming, is that if people are coming already to gather, well, how can we elevate their experience by now connecting with businesses like yourselves?
Yes.
When I think about the name Blackout Accessories, I got to ask, I absolutely adore it. First off, I'm like, yes, but tell me a bit about what created the name.
I'm going to let Jade handle that. Only thing I would say about the name, that it had to have the word Black in it.
Yeah.
I was passionate about Black. I wanted something different, something edgy. And of course, we sell accessories, but she has a different take on the out part of it.
Yeah, as far as the blackout portion of it, I'm not sure if you're familiar with, especially on social media, there is trends going around like Blackout Day or like Blackout social media, where, for example, like on a day that the community decides, people would post selfies or like repost like selfies of Black people or Black artists or Black content creators. And so the idea of just having a blackout for our, like in our name, because we wanted Black, do accessories. It was like, oh, that's kind of perfect, having like a Blackout Accessories, because we have like our Afrocentric earrings, our Afrocentric bags and totes. And so I just felt that was a good staple.
Yeah, no, well, kudos to you, because you actually hit on a trend that you guys were able to then benefit from. And it's so important that the name really match what you're offering. And I think that that's great. I love hearing this story of your husband and your dad, like really like saying, look, now is the time. We know so many businesses started during the COVID era because after George Floyd and then COVID, there was a lot of transition for so many people, and y'all experienced that. But so I love hearing that, he said, look, now is the time, but it also really sparked a lot of great like community gatherings and events. And when you think about the ways that you guys have been able to build relationships with other vendors and customers, tell us a bit about how that's been really working for you all in terms of, the response that people have to your products.
Yes, I almost can cry right now. The first time I was in the community and saw someone with our Support Black Education hoodie on. Like when you're just randomly going about your day and you see someone in your product, it just gives me chills. It just, we just want to make our little mark, right, in this world and make an impact and to empower like our Black people. So that has been great. We've gotten a lot of feedback from our allies and our white brothers and sisters, even in our Support Black Educations. Like they come and want to wear those for their Black students, right? To just show them that we see you, right? We validate you. So I'm still in awe, right? When I think about like, we just sat down and designed something and people love it. And we are also really, really selective about what we do put out, right? Like we just don't want a whole bunch of sayings. We want our sayings to be really impactful. So if it means that we have this design and the one that you're having, the one that you have on, we have those, just those two. Those statements are so powerful, and we want to make sure that we infuse them throughout the community and then get them on the little bodies of our kids in the school system. That's really one of our goals.
Yeah, definitely. Just saying that, even for me, because I'm a more recent student than my mom is. So especially growing up in the PNW, so my mom and my parents are from Chicago, and they came here and had me and raised me here. Just being able to see like people having a Support Black Education shirt or sweatshirt on just is really encouraging to me, because growing up, I was usually one of only or one of maybe two like Black students in my class or in my environment, and just feeling like I wasn't as seen, or like my learning style wasn't as catered to, or just anything along those lines. And so the fact that we're able to put these shirts out and these hoodies out and having people wear them and just be able to say like, hey, like, support Black education, or all of us versus racism, like in our classrooms, just really impactful.
Well, I mean, y'all showed up today. I love y'all's look. You guys look fantastic. You're really representing your brand well. And I will say that for me, I'm already thinking, oh man, how many Black educators I know and other educators that need this. So, you know, I think about Rainier Valley Leadership Academy, our charter schools, the Washington Charter Association, right? So many really reflect this work. They're doing it on a daily basis. So I'll do my part to try to spread the word. But of course, I got to give you guys an opportunity to also spread the word right here. You know, and before I let you go, education for us at Converge is huge. We talk about it all the time. We talk about how educators are doing innovative strategies and approaches to close the gap. So thank you for being intentional, as you said, about what you're putting on your clothing, because it does matter.
It does.
And the message is clear. What you guys are offering is dope, and I love the color scheme. I think you guys are right on point with it. Always feel free to come here when you have new product dropping. Let me know. I will always work to support y'all. But how can others support y'all? Look right there in that camera. Let them know how they connect with Blackout Accessories.
Well, they can go to www.blackoutaccessories.com. You can follow us on Instagram at my Blackout Accessories. And you can also send us an email at myblackoutaccessories@gmail.com.
Yes, especially if you're interested in partnering with us or being sponsors to mass produce like shirts, especially with Black History Month coming out. Yeah, just email us, reach us out on Instagram, all of the above.
Right on. Teresa and Jade, dynamic mother-daughter duo. Thank you both for being here. And I can't thank you enough for the gifts. Look, I'm gonna
keep them coming for you.
Hey, you will see me in it. You will see me wearing it. Thank y'all so much.
Thank
you.